So today we are creating something called as lead capture system and AI enrichment with n8n. What is this? What the hell is this? Please explain me, right? What exactly it is, right? So let me show you by running this. Okay, so by running into it. Okay, so what happens is you will get this form. Okay, anyone can fill this form. Suppose this is the email ID, and suppose the problem is I'm facing some issue with regarding my career of manual automation testing and something. So you can mention anything whichever you want. You can mention about a problem statement that you have. When you click on submit, there is something happen. Everyone, there is a flow which happens, and this after adding this, there is some interesting thing happens here, which means what happens is you will be automatically added to the list. Everyone, you will be automatically added with the list facing challenges in the manual testing, right? You will also get a guidance, and you will also notified through the email. Everyone, what we are going to do, we are also send you a email. AI will basically read your problem statement. It will read the problem statement, and then it will try to give you a solution based on the prompt which you have given. Okay, based on the prompt, based on the problem statements and everything, it will give you the overall response. Okay, so the overall flow is very simple. It looks like this. Everyone, it looks like this, which is where we have a form trigger. There is a AI agent, which is this is the agent which will take the call. It will use a model. Right now, you can see I'm using a Groq chat. You can use anyone. You can use a Google Gemini. You can use Open Chat GPT, right? Anyone, any model you can use. Then it will capture each and everything into the lead data, and it will also email to the client also the response side by side. Everyone clear with this point? Clear with this point? What exactly it is? So the flow is very simple. Let me write it what exactly the flow is. First of all, first we will capture the user email and problem. What is the problem that it has? Okay, this is by using we will use something called as a form submission trigger. We will use a form submission trigger in this case. Okay, clear? Everyone, then after capturing the information, so we will use email and problem. These two things we will capture. Okay, one thing, sir, why did you specifically use Groq, not the other any specific, right? So I will explain you what is Groq and everything. Okay, so first of all, we will capture these fields. Everyone, right? So it's a very good question, I think, which Pratap is asking, sir, why you have used a specific. I will answer this. Okay, I will answer this. We'll answer this on this point also. We will see. Wait for some time. Okay, why we have used Grox and everything. Okay. Now, first of all, we will capture the email and the problem, right? Now, after capturing this, we will basically give a AI agent. This is a agent which will basically note down your data, whatever the data that you have entered, the email ID, the problem that you have, into the Google Sheet. It will basically note down into a Google Sheet, right? Where it will capture as a leads data. This is my leads which we are getting. It's the leads data that we are getting, right? Not only this, apart from it, the first responsibility of this agent is to note down everything. Second important thing it will do is it will use a LLM or a brain. It will use a brain to give the suggestion, also. For example, if you have a problem, so I have a problem headache. Suppose the problem is headache. It will give you a reply. What exactly you can do? It will give you a reply. What exactly you can do? What exactly you can do as a reply, right? And after that also, it will also send the reply to the email id also. Okay, it will also send you the reply into email id also, right? So there are three tasks exactly what it does. So it exactly note down your email id, it will note down your problems, it will note them into a problem, it will note them into problem, what is your need. It will mark a score. What is the score? What is the score, for example, out of 10, how important the problem is that you have. For example, it's a capturing system for doctors. It's a lead capturing system for a digital course creator. It's a lead capturing system for anything. It can be anything, right? It will also give you the suggestion. What exactly is the suggestion and what exactly you have emailed, that is also it will tell you. Is everyone clear with this point till now? So how we can create this? Now, one question which people are asking is, sir, what is this Groq model? What is this Groq chat model, right? What is this? What is a Groq first of all? Groq, if you open everyone, not Groq, sorry, it is Groq with Q. It's not Groq with K. Groq is, it is with Groq with Q. What is Groq with Q? Groq with Q is actually, you can say, a curator of multiple LLM, which means it's a single API. If you go with pricing here, it has lot of open source or free versions. Everyone, you know, when we are using the open chat GPT LLM, or even if you are using Google Gemini, even if you are using any other, for example, Anthropic Claude.ai, but what happens? They have a cost associated with, right? Yes, but they are very, very costly. But do you know there are other type of LLMs which are very cheap as compared to other ones? So Grok, what exactly it do? It basically combines the lot of different type of LLM. For example, we have a Llama 4. Llama 4 is actually, you know, open source one, which is free of cost available, which they have hosted. It is much cheaper as compared to the OpenAI, which means suppose if you are using OpenAI in one agent and you are using the Llama in another agent. Like for example, if suppose 500 users are using this, then OpenAI will charge you $10. But in case of Llama, it will only charge you less than $1. Now you understood why people prefer to use these kind of models. Similarly, we have a Llama 4 model, we have Quen 3 model, we have DeepSeek R1, which are much more cheaper as compared to other models. So we have a simple thing. Grok is something which is basically, you can say, it will have a cheapest LLM models which you can use, right? So because if you use OpenAI, if you use OpenAI, for example, ChatGPT 5 API, right, then it will cost very high. If you are, suppose if you are making 500 requests, it will cost you, right, let's suppose it will take you $10. But if you use the Grok one, let's suppose if you use Lambda 4 that you are using, if you are making a 500 request, then it will charge you less than $1. That's why people prefer to use the open source for very small task. Guys, this is a very small task where we need just one suggestion. Just one suggestion. For example, suppose I have a problem in my teeth. So what should I do? I am having a problem with my teeth. It's a very simple suggestion. You don't need a big brain. Do you need a big brain? This is a very big brain. It contains lot of things. No, you will need you can also use smaller one also. You have a very simple problem, sir. I have a very simple problem. What is 5555 into 55555? This is a very simple problem. Why you want to use a open source, or why you want to use a costly model? You will go with this certain open source limited, or you can say very small one models also. That's why there is a model which is called as Grok chat model. It depends upon which one you want to use. For example, we have Google Gemini also. Google Gemini also, last time in the previous classes also, you know how to access the Google Gemini by using ai.google.com also. So you can use Google Gemini also side by side, right? With key. Right now it is free for some time. Everyone, please remember, it is free for some time. But when you have 500 requests, right? Whenever you have a 500 requests or something, it will also charge you around $5 or something. How many of you are with me? It will start charging you $5. Google never give you anything free. It will give you free for some time. After that, it will start charging. Okay. So even if you see here, right now it is telling you that it is a plan is free right now. View usage. When your usage is very high, when your usage becomes very high, it will also start charging for Gemini also. It will also charging for that. Fair. So that's why people start preferring to the Google chat. This is Grok chat model, but you can use Gemini also, whichever you are comfortable in this case. Fair, everyone. So how exactly we are going to create this lead capture system? How exactly we are going to do this? It's a very amazing one, and you can integrate this same form into your own website also. Everyone, you can integrate this into your own website also. How you can do that? Let me show you how. I will show you how also. But before that, let's create this from scratch, shall we? First, let's create a working copy. Then we will see how exactly you can create this. So this is the one that we are creating right now. So what is the first thing that we need? Make sure that you have n8n installed. You are basically, or you have signed up into the n8n. If you have not signed up, make sure you go to n8app.io, click on the get it started, and enter the details and make sure that you have installed. Just installed everything. Just enter your email ID and everything, verify. Then you will see this screen. Click on the create workflow. Click on the create workflow. What we are going to use now, this is where we will basically writing our workflow. First thing which I generally do, I will divide the problem statement into three parts, everyone. The first part is, what is the first part? The first part that we will divide is, which is capturing. This is a capture mechanism. Capture of the lead. This is a capturing of the lead. Okay. Second part which we will divide is, after capturing the lead, what we want to do, step 2. This is a step 2. Let's suppose this is a step 2 that we have. After capturing the lead, what we want to do, we want to give this to the AI agent, which will basically give suggestion. It will give the suggestion based on that, right? Give suggestions based on that, right? It will take the suggestions and it will give you suggestion based on the whatever the problem that you have. So I will make this as green in this case. Okay, capturing the step, this is a step 1, which is capturing. Part 1 is the capturing. Part 2 is basically getting the give it to AI agent, right? And the third part is, what is the third part? The third part is basically we need to send the email, which is send the email or the suggestion automatically to the client, whoever is a customer or something which he wants. Okay, where he whatever he wants the solution, will send them in this one. Okay, step 1, step 2, step 3. This is what exactly we are going to do. Okay, you if you use 3 1, it will become more small. So generally I prefer to also use it double 3 hash. This is a markdown language, everyone. This is a markdown language, which is what exactly this is. This is called as the markdown language. This is a markdown language. You can find markdown editors online. This is what exactly which we are using. So this is a markdown language which we are using here, by the way, to type each and everything. Okay, so now what is the trigger we are going to use? First of all, if you want to capture a lead right now, you have a first trigger that we are using. We will use a trigger with the name of form n8n form. Okay, which is a form that you see on, which is whenever a form is filled, right? What exactly do you see in this form? In this form, this is on form submission, which means whenever you submit a form. But right now, when you see, there is nothing in this form. This is the URL of this form, right? If you try to copy, just click on this, it will get copied automatically. If you try to open this, you will see nothing happens. Nothing you see in this case. Why? Because you have not added which information you want from this. So first of all, there is no authentication. We are not going to add anything authentication. We will just add the title of this. This is a lead capture, or we will say, we will, let's suppose this is a doctor assignment, doctor problem or something, whatever, right? So this is a website for a, this is an agent for a doctor who is basically capturing the leads data or a problem that you have, right? So let's say this is a let's say this is doctor ABC form. Okay, Dr. ABC form, just to capture this. Okay, good. Description. This is a form. Give me your problem. Give me your problem, everyone. So give me your problem, whatever the problem that you have, you can basically add it, right? What are the two fields that we need to capture, everyone? We need to capture, first thing, if you click on add form element, the first thing we need to capture is the, what is your email? What is your email ID? So here you can mention what is your email ID. It should be a text. This is a email ID. Placeholder we will say is email. What is your email? This is a required field. This is important. User should add this. A user should not make this. Another field which we need to add is, what is your problem? Problem kya hai? What is exactly you have a problem? I will give you the solution. I will try to give you the solution based on that. Okay. So this is a problem that we basically, placeholder wise also, I will enter problem, right? This is also mandatory. Now, respond whenever form is submitted. This is by default, we will keep as it is. Here, n8n appreciation, basically we will remove this. This is just to switch it off. This is the one, right? When you click on execute step, everyone, whenever you click on execute step, you will see automatically the form that you have just created. Everyone, you will see the form which you have created, which is Dr. ABC. You are capturing the email, you are capturing the problem. The star that you see, it means it is mandatory. If you click on submit, it will not work. Why? If you click on submit, it will not work because we have clicked star, which means it is mandatory to fill. So I will mention that, okay, my email ID is, let's suppose my email ID is pramod at the rate teachu.ai. Okay. This is, let's suppose, 1 + 1 I'm using. Problem. So what is the problem that I have? Let's suppose we are, this is a doctor problem. So having a little headache since last night. Suppose this is the problem that I have. It's a doctor one communication. I will click on submit button. So it is waiting. It is waiting for me that until you fill this form. When the form is submitted, you can close this. You will see it has captured the email ID. It has captured the form. And what is the time we have captured? It has already captured in a test mode. But why this is in test mode? Because right now we have opened the test URL. There is a production URL also. So you have to share with the, right now we are in a testing phase. Right now we are in a testing phase. We have not made this live as of now. That's why it is in a test format as of now. Fair? Okay. So this is till now it is created. So which is capturing the lead. So that part which we have sorted, right? So which is on form submission. So instead of here on form submission, you can change the name also, everyone. You can change the name also, which is capture the lead problem with the email. You can change the name also if you want to. If you want to change the name, you can change the name also directly. Okay, sir, capture the lead of the problem with the email ID. That's it. After capturing the lead, I need a, what exactly I need? I need a agent, a AI agent, basically, which can basically take a decision what we need to do. It is a agent which basically has to define, right? It basically has to understand ki what exactly I need to do with this lead, right? So here, right now, if you see left hand side, this is a left hand side and this is a right hand side. Left hand side is the previous part which you have already executed. This is the part which you have already executed, which is the form, and it is telling you that previous flow has resulted with this email, this problem, this submitted and form. It is telling you that this is the input which is coming from this side. What you want to do, then you can also reply back as a output in this case. So here, right now, it is waiting for connected to chat trigger. But right now, do we have chat trigger? Do we have chat trigger or form trigger, guys? Give me yes in the chat. What do we have? Do we have chat trigger or anything else? Right now we don't have chat trigger. We have a form trigger. So that's why we will not use this. We will use define below. I will tell you what are the input to this agent. So it is waiting for me ki what is the input for the waiter or for the agent. What is the input for the this? Here I will say that this is the email ID. This is the email ID and this is the problem which we have, right? But if you click on fixed, if you click on expression, what you can do is email, you will mention here email, problem, you will mention here problem, right? Now your AI agent knows what is the email that you are using and what is the problem that you have used from the form. From the form, whatever the data is coming, it is basically added into email and it is also added into the problem also. Okay. So now your AI agent knows about it that, okay, yes, oh, I got it. That you know what is the problem and what is this. Now, but do we have any chat model? Do we have any chat model which is attached to it? The answer is no. There is no brain. There is no brain available as of now. So this is the agent which is there. But as of now, you can see that there is no chat model which is attached to it. So we will attach a model. Okay. Now, the easiest one which we have already done, which is Google Gemini, we know last time also we have added the credentials. If you don't know how to add a credential, very simple, click on create a new one. Go to the ai.google.com, click on create an API key, click on this link, and after clicking the button, After clicking the button, there is an option. One second, let me click it again. There's an option to select a project, whatever the default project that you have. Okay, one second, yeah. And click on the button. It will give you the key. By the way, I already have created keys. So here is a key of mine. If you click on it, it will automatically copy, right? So you can add this key here directly and you can save it. By default, I have already done in the, right? We have already set the key in the Google Gemini already. So brain is already ready. So this is actually, I would say this is a brain. This is a brain, or you can say Gemini already added to this. So brain is already added. We know about the brain already, right? Now, if you right now do, but the real question is what exactly this agent will do. We have not defined. Have we defined? It knows that this is the problem and this is the email ID, but have it exactly, it has defined anything? Tell me. Do we have you defined anywhere, right, what exactly you need to do with this email ID and password, or sorry, email ID and problem? What exactly we need to do? No idea, right? So here only we will do that. Here is the option which is called as add option system message. This is a prompt to the, this is what exactly is the instruction. This is a instruction to the user. Please understand this. This is a very important concept which I am trying to tell you. This is, these are actually the inputs to the agent. These are input to the agent. These are actually input to the agents, whatever the agents inputs. And these are actually, this is a prompt to the agent. This is actually the prompt to the AI agent, which means what you want to do, what you want to do, what you want to do. So this is the instruction that you want to give here. So you need to tell him ki what exactly you want to do here. So I will tell what exactly we want to do here. So there is a lead capturing mechanism and everything I will basically mention. Okay. Now, what exactly we need to do? What I will do is I will just go to, we'll use ChatGPT for that, right? Now, we need to write a prompt which basically, whatever the problem statement that we have, now we are going to use something called as prompt engineering for this, because I am creating a lead analysis agent which will analyze the email ID, which will analyze the problem, and after analysis, it will give you the number, it will give you the suggestion, and it will also send an email. Three tasks it needs to do, right? Everyone agree? So I will now mention to ChatGPT what we are doing. So I am telling, now I will use audio to text, by the way, okay? I am creating a AI agent which will analyze the problem which basically a patient has asked for a doctor. Now your task is to basically, you will be getting a input of email ID and the problem. Your task is to analyze the problem and give a score from 1 to 10 based on the how much important the problem is. Okay. After that, your task is that you need to analyze, after getting the number out of 10, you need to also give suggestions, immediate suggestions, or to the solution of that problem that it can do, that he can do. Also, I will also attach a tool which is a lead capture tool, which is a Google Sheet document where you need to enter or put all the details into lead capture sheet. And in the end, you need to use a tool of notify lead where you will send the email to the client or the email that you have, which basically with the suggestion. Everyone clear with this point? So I have just roughly given the idea about the prompt, what exactly we need to give. So this is overall, you can see, this is what exactly you can see. This is the email ID and everything that you will get. And this is what we have discussed. Now, but this is not a good prompt actually. Do you think it's a good prompt, everyone? Do you think it's a good prompt? No. What we are going to do is we will ask the ChatGPT to make sure to improve this. Okay. So I will ask, improve this prompt for the AI agent in n8n. Okay. So generally we will ask that, okay, for the n8n perspective of an AI agent, improve this prompt overall. Okay. So we'll ask him, it will try to stay logged in, stay logged out. Okay. So it will try to do it. So this is Here is the more structured way. It will now give me in a more structured way, which is, this is the prompt, which is email ID and password. It will analyze the problem for 1 to 10 urgency, give you the suggestions, and record and modify by using the Google tools and everything. So here is the output, which is urgency score and the suggestions. Everyone clear with this point? Simple. So right now, this is the overall idea. So what I will do is I will just copy this. It looks okay to me. I will just copy this and I will try to give this as a system message here.